Hi, I'm Donna from the Lost Closet 12 on eBay, and I wanted to talk about something very important, reselling related on eBay. Some resellers, they don't accept returns, and if a buyer's like, I want to return it because it doesn't fit, or the color's not right, or I changed my mind, you can, if you have no returns, you can say no returns. Some resellers offer returns and the buyer pays the shipping, return shipping. And some resellers like myself, I offer free returns for a number of reasons, and I'm going to go over those reasons with you. I think I have like 5 reasons why I do free returns. First up, I have notes that I'm going to look at to keep myself from trailing off like I sometimes do. So the first reason would be, let me see what my first reason is. Okay, you'll build trust with your buyers. You know, the buyers are scrolling through and they're looking for one of these. I recently bought an extra one of these on eBay, and I bought it used. And say if I was looking at those 2 listings and say they were both, I don't know what I paid for it, 10-15 bucks. It's a solar powered charger. You just put your phone on it and the sun charges it. That's what that is, if you don't know. So it was $15, and this reseller is like $15, $5 shipping, no returns. This seller is $15, $5 shipping, and buyer pays returns. And then the third seller is like buyers $15, $5 shipping, free returns. If everything's the same and it's the same product, and I'm going to go with the buyer that is offering me free returns. And I feel like most people would do that. So you're building trust. I trust that seller. They're going to offer me free returns. If it comes damaged, it doesn't work, it's got a scratch on it, they're going to accept my return and they're going to refund me my money. Maybe not the original shipping. With free returns, you don't have to refund the shipping, and I'll talk about that closer to the end. So I would trust that seller to make good if anything went off or astray on the listing. Next up, eBay's algorithm. It's hard to figure that out. I've been doing a lot of reading, and when I get it figured out, I'll do a video. But I've been doing a lot of reading, and I feel like the eBay's algorithm, I think it's Cassini or something along those lines. I'm not sure if I'm enunciating it correctly. The search results are based on what you previously looked at or previously purchased, or things that you clicked on and went into, maybe liked, maybe made an offer, maybe bought. Price and shipping. So if you have that extra, I accept returns, I don't have anything to back this up, but I feel like from a little bit of my research I've been doing, search results and offering free returns tells eBay that you're a serious seller and you want to make it right with your customers. You want every customer to be happy. So, and they want every customer to be happy, so they would boost it up a little bit. That being said, I don't have crazy sales, but I feel like there's times where when sales are picking up for people, I feel like maybe I'm getting a little bit more sales because of that. I don't have any data. That's just my opinion based on some of my reading and some of my experiences with eBay. I can't give you a link to go check it out. So next up would be customer satisfaction. I'm sorry, I have to keep looking at my notes. I really don't want to keep going away. Customer satisfaction. You want to make sure your customers are satisfied. and you want them to come back to your store and maybe exchange it. You know, if they bought a pair of denim jeans and they don't fit right, and they're like, we have a lot of jeans and, you know, you took care of me and maybe I'll try this pair. As long as it wasn't like a repetitive thing with that buyer, that would be a good thing, because they trust you enough to for you to make it right. They trust you enough to, they'll buy your item, and if they're not happy with it, you will accept a return. Next up is customer satisfaction. You want all of your customers to be satisfied, and you want your business to grow, and you would like to make more money. At least for me, that's what I would like to do. I would like to grow my business, grow my inventory, grow my repeat buyers, and increase my net sales. That's my goal. So I want my customers to be satisfied. I want them to come back, maybe recommend somebody else to come visit my store. So you want your customers to be satisfied. And if you offer returns or free returns, they can buy with confidence and they will feel satisfied. If you accept, you know, they need to return it for whatever reason, the wrong color, wrong size, didn't fit right, whatever the reason may be, or an accidental purchase, which I don't like those returns, but I accept those ones, because they don't abuse your return policy. They're, you know, I wouldn't block them. If they abuse your return policy, you can block them, and you could report them to eBay. Last but not least, long-term profitability. How's that? You're accepting returns, you're losing money. If you're paying, especially free returns, the shipping label, you have to pay for that. That comes out of your account. What I mean by that is long-term profitability. You're accepting your returns, free or otherwise. Your buyers are happy. You're running your business like a business, like a legit business that puts their customers first. You want to protect your account. You don't want someone to be like, oh, this buyer does not accept returns, so I'm going to say not as described and make up a story, say there's a stain, a rip, damage the item themselves, take a photo of it, send it to eBay. If the buyer says the item is not as described, not only are you going to get a strike against your account, even if you don't accept returns, you are going to have to pay for the return shipping, regardless if you accept returns or not. And that's going to hurt your account. And whenever I get a ding on my account, say, you know, I get a negative feedback, I feel like my sales slow down a little bit. Recently, I resold the same item twice. It's been so long since I've done that. I forgot to take it off. I don't have that. I forget what it's called. I was going to get it and I didn't a couple times. You know, the one that so many people use it. Not Vendu, but the other one. I use Flipped, and that does not take the items down when they sell. There is an app or a program that does that, and I cannot recall what it is. Maybe I'll just put it in the front when I remember, or maybe I won't. I don't know. You can chime in the comments and let me know. So they'll take the listings down, but I don't have that. I have to go into my Flipped app and mark it as sold, and then it takes it off the other platforms. I forgot to do that. It's been forever. So whenever things like that happen, you get a ding on your account, eBay slows your store down a little bit. I feel like you get penalized. Any dings, or even if you get enough of them, maybe a suspension from eBay or a warning. So, and if your account's in good standing with eBay and you show eBay consistently that you are a good seller and you want to make your customers happy, you stay in good standing with them, and they're more likely to not hide some of your listings or slow your store down. Because again, I don't have any data to back that up, but I'm not the only reseller that has had like a negative feedback or an item not described or a return and have their sales drop. And I think that is it. So what was the last thing I wanted to talk about? The reason I offer free returns is because these reasons that I gave you, and to protect my account from INETs. I don't want a buyer to just say I'm not as subscribed and get the return for free. It's just to protect my account and let my buyers know that I will take care of them if they are not happy, because I wouldn't be taken care of if I was not happy. If I offer free returns to protect my account, to stay in good standing with eBay, and overall, like, the returns that I get, like, I feel like they come in like groups. Like, I'll get like 2 or 3 at a time, and then I won't get any for 6 to 12 months. So I don't feel like I get a lot of returns. I get the occasional negative or neutral feedback, nothing, maybe 1 a year. I like the returns. I like to treat my buyers the way I'd like to be treated. And if I'm not happy with a purchase that I've made, I would like the opportunity to return it without a hassle. So there you have it. I thought it was 5, but I had the same one down there twice. So it's 4 good reasons why accepting returns could help your business be profitable. And until next time, have a nice weekend. I hope everybody had a nice Easter, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.